Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Starsong Academy Arc 2, Session 3 of the Brisbane Expedition. Now, where we left off last time, our group had just gotten below the cliff face that made up the side of Brisbane City after it had been taken to this other dimension. And now, as we pan back in the camera onto our oh so ignorant players, they must find a way up and find out what they are in for. Players, let's get a hi for everybody for the video.
Hello.
Hello.
And now, what are you all up to as you have reached now the base of Brisbane City? And there are ruins and fallen buildings scattered around you. Where do you go?
So they're right at the cliff face that leads up to the actual city, right?
Yes. And the face, the cliff face that you are looking at right now is sheer. It is straight up and down.
Elawin's going to unfurl her wings and kind of just start flying up the cliff face.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. The rest of you watch as Elawin begins flying up the cliff face.
Lysander just watches her go. He's generally been probably pretty quiet today, so he's not gonna say anything.
Orion would look over and hey Lysander, I'm probably gonna fly up too, but I know you don't have wings per se. Do you want me to carry you up with me?
Are you able to?
I can certainly try.
And once
I'm
she
not
reaches
sure I want to be on the...
once she reaches the top, she's just going to check to see if there's anything there before
Uh,
coming back down.
You would not have made it to the top yet, but
I'm
I
just
will
saying
get to
what
that.
she does.
Okay, I will get back to you on that. Okay, Lysander, what'd you say? Sorry.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, Orion just said that he could try to pick you up.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be up in the air if you're trying.
Okay, that's fair. I'll just fly up myself.
With his string bean arms.
And Orion also begins to fly up. What are the rest of you doing?
Standing around.
Standing.
I mean,
So, oh,
no, go ahead.
okay. 2 seconds. Apologies, hold on, my screen is glitching out. Okay, so Auggie, she's standing around, to say the least. She idly watches as Orion and Elawin was the name, yes?
Yes, Elawin.
Flies up. She seems a little spaced out before looking down at their hands and like opening and closing them a few times. She idly, not idly, that's not the word. She blinks a few times, watching her hands open and close before vaguely recalling the events of last night. It felt like a passing dream to her. and she continues to look at her hands. They're normal. No clawed ends or scaly skin. She stares at them a few more moments longer before feeling a sting next to her eyes. Now that's very real. And she kind of, like, she reaches up her hands to her face, feeling the little scratches by her eyes, and processing what she saw last night. And she does like a little giddy dance, suddenly realizing, and she looks frantically around for Rowan. What's wrong with you?
What's Rowan doing?
Rowan? Where's the Rowan at? Augie's looking for you. He is like shaking from excitement all of a sudden.
Where's our bolty boy?
He's in character chat.
Oh. Okay.
So, Rowan is just sort of, at the moment, he's facing away from the group, just like standing short distance from them for safety reasons. He's just, looking into the distance, waving his hands about erratically, and he's, trying to cast multiple spells at the same time, and it's not going well, because he only really is familiar with casting 2 spells at once, and he hasn't even tried to do more than that since that one time where he made one of his fingers glow for a while. And yeah, he's just sort of trying and squish the space around him to see if that makes the spells cast through them move faster, or the other way around where he tries to slow them down. But he's having trouble, so he's probably at around the same time Augie's looking for him. He's going to look for Auggie to try and ask her to cast a fireball at him. So he just turns around to look back at the group. And yeah.
She bounds up to him, watching what he is doing. I don't even know what to say. She's just like raises her brows.
Yeah, Rowan sees that and he just sort of waves sheepishly at Auggie.
She takes a moment before like coming right up to him and pulling him aside, even though they already kind of side of the group. But you know, she is pretty much shaking from excitement as she grabs his hands and does a little jumpy up and down. She's very enthusiastic this morning. And getting a closer look at Auggie, you may notice the little scratches beneath her eyes, resting on the top of her cheeks where she tried to rub her eyes the night before. And she goes, "You'll never, ever believe what just happened last night. I had the craziest dream and oh my
Rowan's
stars."
just going to interrupt and put his hands on Augie's face and try and get a closer look at the scratches. What?
Ooh.
What happened?
Auggie,
You've got scratches. Hold on, can I try to heal the scratches maybe?
Yes, you can. Roll me charm.
Okay. Charm?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, 1 second. I need to bring up my charm.
I need to get everybody's character sheets pulled out. I totally forgot to do that.
I didn't even have mine pulled out.
My charm is really bad. Okay, that's a D6 plus 3 because
Better than
of
my
the
charm.
Oh, man, 1d6 plus 3. What's the d6 for magic?
1d6 plus
Plus 3.
plus the 3 for necromancy, Plus the d6 for magic, yes.
Okay, got an 11.
An 11 will do it.
Okay.
Auggie, you watch as Rowan, like 3 inches from your face, is like looking at these scratches, and he like waves his hand over them, and Rowan, you can see as these little white like wires stretch out from your hand and like stitch up painlessly these cuts, and it seems like they're pulling them back in time to when they were not cut. Yeah. Sorry, correction. Rowan gently rubs his thumb across, and these stitches follow after.
Auggie is way too excited to even like process the gesture that Rowan is doing.
Rowan is too pure for this world.
She's like pretty much like jumping up and down as as Rowan just like has his hands on her face. And she's like shaking her fist excitedly, doing a little jumpy. And oh gosh. I had the craziest dream, and it was something. I didn't believe it. You know the plinth. Do you remember the plinth, Rowan?
Yeah. The plinth. Yes, I remember.
I was there and I walked forward.
Again? Wait, it didn't do the thing it did last time, did it?
No. No, I didn't get beat
Okay,
up by
good.
myself. This time, at least.
You what? What?
Oh, I didn't
Is that
tell
what
you
happened
about
last
that part
time?
last time.
Oh. What?
Maybe just a little, yeah.
Oh,
It was like super lame. But as I was saying, I was at the plinth again. And I walked forward and there's this mirror. When I looked at this mirror, I think it was me, but not really. But I could tell it was me. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I stepped into
Your
the mirror.
meat and
And I woke up. You know what I woke up to? And she like pushes her hands into his face. I had claws. I had claws.
Wait, what? Like a werewolf? What?
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 No.
Huh? Don't understand. What? What does this mean? Is this something you know about?
Something I
don't-
know about. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life.
Oh, wait.
I don't
Your
think I've
entire-
explained this to you, didn't I? I swear I did. My
I-
family, the esteemed noble partisans, of course, we're blessed to turn into animals, usually the reptilian sort. Usually we have our
Oh.
signs telling us that we are getting our form, but I haven't had mine. I was so scared. My parents were so worried that I wasn't gonna turn before my birthday. But here, out of all places, look, and she's like shoving her hands into his face, and they don't have they're normal hands, right?
Yeah, so, wait, like, Rowan's not going to point out that she's not actually having claws right now? Because that seems like it would be rude. So he's just gonna look at them and nod as if he understands what's going on. So, is it like a were-lizard then? Not a werewolf, you said reptilian.
Auggie, she narrows her eyes. She like squints at him.
Oh, I'm sorry, was that the wrong thing to say? I'm sorry. Rowan's going to take a step back.
And as Rowan takes a step back, we're going to quickly shift up to the top of the island, where Elawin and shortly followed by Orion are cresting the top of the cliff. And you look around, and all you can see is this sprawling college campus.
buildings have definitely changed in the time I've been gone.
Indeed. Everything looks perfect. In fact, you can see on your right, there is a building that is halfway through collapsing, stuck in midair.
That's not normal.
And you can read on a nearby building the words Griffith University.
But it doesn't look like there's anything around, correct?
You just hear the gentle yet incredibly loud, far off sound of wind chimes. But that's all.
She's gonna kind of look down the cliff face. Is it like are like everybody else just like tiny specks at this point?
You can still make out the faces of your friends. They're about 150 feet down. It's like you climbed a 4-story building. You can still see them. They're just pretty far. And as you look back down, you can see what you couldn't quite tell from the ground, that there is just pieces of rubble that seem to stretch all around as if they were falling. But right at where ground level is, it cuts off and they are no longer frozen in time.
Interesting.
Hey, Elawin, this doesn't look normal.
Not at all.
I can't really lift anybody, but if you wanted to go down and maybe bring someone else up, I'll start setting up a base of operations.
All right, we can try that.
All right.
Elawin's gonna kind of conjure like the little crystals in her hand that she usually does, and she's going to kind of fly down in a zigzag pattern, laying them in the walls.
Okay.
And once she reaches down to the ground, she's gonna kind of pull them all out, sort of in like a set of make a set of stairs all the way up.
Nice. Yeah, just roll me brains. Or brawn.
Brains? Brawn. Let's go brawn.
This is just as much forceful as it is intricate.
It's exclamation point roll, correct?
Yep.
That
18 will do it. 100%. Auggie, Lysander, and Rowan, as you guys are standing down here, you hear a as these crystals expand along the wall and form a giant set of stairs.
a little bit faster doing it this way than carrying you all up one by one, wouldn't you think? And she has this big grin on her face.
Lysander just like stares at it, nods, and then gestures for Rowan and Auggie to go up first.
Mayo, you can say that out loud.
He doesn't seem to quite notice the stairs yet. Because she's in the process of fireballing Rowan.
Yeah, so roll me
No.
fight.
Okay.
Elawin comes down to seeing children throwing fireballs at each other.
God! Fireball you!
As a reaction, can I do that thing that I was
Yep.
wanting to try?
Okay, so
So
describe to
basically,
me
I want
to what Rowan is doing.
I would like to put a small sliver of the just area in front of me, just like a sort of imaginary wall, and I just want to stretch it out, like expand it rather than compress it like I did the other day, and just make it so that the fireball has to travel more distance, so it just sort of looks like it's just gone really narrow and is moving really slowly from outside observers.
Yeah. Roll me an order die.
Okay.
And even then, Mayo forgot to add her magic die too on top of that.
See.
Ooh.
Plus 20, so I got a 53.
Okay. So with a 53, Robo, as you're visualizing this point expanding between you and the fireball, you watch as these wires once again start to form in the air between it and you and coil into what looks like a spring. And the second the fireball hits it, you watch as that space seems to grow longer and longer, and the fireball just quietly moves along, and you're able to step out of the way as it flies past you.
Yeah, so Rowan does step out of the way, and he looks at Auggie, and now he's jumping up and down excitedly. Like, the thing works! And he's just sort of super hyped for it.
Oh, I'm glad you worked that.
Elawin is now just
you.
staring at Rowan and the spring that he made and just contemplates.
You guys hear an explosion in the distance where the fireball impact.
Auggie looks at where it exploded in the distance and runs up to Rowan, and she starts like grabbing his hands and jumping up and down again.
Rowan is also jumping up and down, and just
Elawin.
grabbing onto Augie's heads as well.
Elawin just kind of
Jumping down
leans up.
together.
Elawin just leans up next to Lysander. Is this normal for these two?
Lysander kind of like he's definitely not focusing on what's going on, and he just looks at her and is like, "What?" He like shakes his head and everything.
So trying to murder each other is not normal?
I don't know what's normal anymore.
Things are so different now. Well, since the stairs are there, would you like the expressway or the long way?
What's the difference?
Lysander, we should take the expressway.
He's ignoring Octavius.
Lysander,
Well,
Lysander, listen to me.
you can either climb up the stairs, or she kind of flexes her wings out.
Ah.
And, well, as you've seen before, I'm definitely a lot stronger than Ori by quite a lot. You don't have any fear of falling.
I'll just take the stairs.
All right.
God damn it!
She kind of looks at the small octopus. Would you like the expressway?
I mean, first of all, you can't hear the octopus talking. Oh.
She can't hear it, but she can see the look in his eyes.
Lysander, you could just hear Octavius cheering.
Let's fucking go!
Auggie finally calms down from her excited
From her
morning.
excitement high.
Yeah. And finally, gestures over to the stairwell. Shall we get going? I'm poking you aggressively.
Rowan is still vibrating excitedly, and he just sort of nods rapidly.
Augie's also grinning ear for ear as she like darts up the stairs. She gets tired out really fast, but she's running up them anyways.
Rowan's also going to run up the stairs after
As
Auggie,
they're running,
taking 2 steps
Elawin
at a
is-
time to just sort of.
Elawin's going to make a she's gonna make a guardrail along the stairs.
Okay.
She didn't exactly expect them to go bolting up the stairs like mad people.
Lysander, you are quickly passed by 2 dashing children.
And Elawin's just going to kind of
steps to the
shoot
side
up
closer
past
to
the-
Chris
just
so he doesn't
along the
fall off.
stairs. Running children.
Also, just quick. Everybody, if you just want to make sure you're on push to talk if you're not already, or muting and unmuting. I know some people would rather do that. We're just getting a lot of talking over each other this session. But yeah, you all eventually, through your own ways, make it up to the top. And once you get there, you see Orion is in the doorway of a nearby building, looking terrified. And you can see Orion is just kind of like mouthing, "Get in here," to the 4 of you.
Elawin's just gonna kind of land next to Orion.
Augie's excitement falters as she sees Orion's worry, and she quickly heads over there to him
Rowan's
without
just
question.
gonna follow. Rowan's just gonna follow Auggie, and he's looking around. Just like,
You don't see anything.
Nothing?
okay.
Nothing. In fact, you see a whole lot of nothing.
Are the sounds of wind chimes still there?
Yes.
Are
Louder.
they any louder than they? Oh, they're louder now.
Mm. There's just so much static air around you guys. Like nothing is moving. You all get inside the building and Orion hurriedly closes the door behind you. Okay. Guys, we're not alone here.
I thought that would be a given, Orion.
I mean, I thought that it was gonna be like a big monster chasing us or something. But come in here. And he goes into the door in the first room, and waits for you all to come in.
Ellen's gonna kind of throw her crystal shards and kind of make a barricade in front of the door.
Can Rowan try to help strengthen the barricade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna create like a little barrier.
Nice. Yeah, door seems reinforced.
And then she just kind of follows into the room.
Lysander, are you going in with him?
What?
Are you following them into the room with Orion?
I think I missed something.
So Orion got you guys in the building and was just like, "Hey, we're not alone. Follow me into this room." I need to show you something.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I'm assuming Elawin would have given you back Octavius.
Yeah.
So you guys get into the room, and Orion shows you guys what looks like a, so you know, at like an art gallery, right? Where they would reveal a new like sculpture, and they would have a white tarp over it beforehand. And then they would like pull it down and show it. That's what it looks like. So I came in here and I couldn't look at it anymore, so I had to cover it with a sheet. But this is what I mean. And Orion pulls down the sheet, and in front of you looks like a 17, 18-year-old kid. Frozen mid-scream. And you can see that they were in the process of tripping over backwards. But the big thing that you notice is that where the eyes should be are these just black, just portions of like goo. It almost looks like liquid smoke dripping out of the eyes.
Lysander just kind of stares at it. He doesn't say anything, he's looking.
Elawin kind of just
What happened to it?
Lysander, are you trying to make any attempt to hide the fact that you kind of recognize this?
Wait, how? What?
Or I'm assuming that okay, never mind.
Elawin just kind of walks forward and pokes it.
You poke it, feels like stone. Cannot move it.
The smoke. What about the smoke? Can I try touching that?
Yeah, 100%.
Can I grab Augie's hand and just stop her from touching it? I have a bad feeling about this.
Roll me flight. Rowan.
Okay. Is it contested or?
Nope. You're just going against Augie's highest possible flight, so 8. Because this is considered a split decision.
Oh,
7 will not do it, and unfortunately on split decisions, you cannot use AP. But you will gain 1 for that. Auggie, as your hand reaches out to this smoke-like substance, Rowan tries to stop you, but is not quite fast enough. And I need you to roll me a save.
alright. What kind of save?
This is a chaos die save.
Oh. Does my chaotic mind apply to this roll?
Yes, as it does to all chaos die. A 100
real?
will
Is that for
definitely do
real?
it. You
Shit.
Oh,
touch this substance, and all of you watch as for just a moment, Auggie seems to like shudder in place and seems to like fade in and out of existence. And then you watch as for just a moment, Auggie becomes incredibly old and decrepit. And then her face goes as if she was very young. And all of that happening within half a second, Auggie then seems to stabilize back in time. And Auggie, all it does for you is burn. It feels like you touch something so blisteringly cold that it's hot.
Elawin's gonna grab the scruff of her shirt and pull her backwards.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
Auggie lets out a loud hiss of pain and writhes around a little bit.
She's just gonna kind of hold her up, look at her in the face, and go like, "What possessed you to touch anything in this place?"
I don't know. What is that? What is that?
Would Elawin have any semblance of
You have no
knowledge
clue.
what this could possibly be?
However, you do hear the sound of wind chimes. Louder. In fact, all of you can now hear it. This beautiful twinkling sound. Sounds like it's right outside the door.
Auggie, she squirms at other one's grasp.
She's just gonna set her down on the ground.
And are there any windows?
Yes.
Is there anything outside those windows?
Depends. Where are you looking?
Where am I looking?
So you would be looking out a side window.
Yes.
This would not be facing the doorway or the back of the building. Essentially, the doorway was on the west side of the building. You're looking out the north right now. What are you looking towards? Anything in particular?
Where's that wind chimes coming from? It got louder when I touched the thing.
You look towards the doorway and you see at what must be 6 times your height, this figure stands looming over you. Looks like it is made completely out of stained glass shards. And as the artificial light hits it, it all seems to refract. The reds of its eyes and the blues of its beautiful form seem to hit each other together and clink against each other, making this beautiful sound. And as you look at it, you can feel it notice you in the depths of your soul. And it turns, and you watch as it stops becoming humanoid, and it seems to slither along the ground like a snake, coming up to the window where you look out. And then you hear as it stabs into both sides of the window, and you can see as cracks begin to form. What do you do?
Which way is it coming from? Is it like coming from the place we barricaded, or
No, from the window you were that Auggie is currently looking out
Oh,
of.
wait. Oh wait, so it's outside?
It's outside, yes.
Oh gosh, okay. I oh gosh.
And
Can I just
Elawin,
drag Oge away from the window quickly?
Okay, she covers her mouth, trying not to scream, and she scrambles
Then-
backwards, letting Rowan drag her.
can Elawin quickly throw up walls and a ceiling around everybody? Sort of try to make a box.
Yeah. Are you leaving anything open?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to have you all roll initiative.
Oh gosh.
And this will be the background music for our chase.
Oh gosh.
What?
So the way that you're going to roll initiative is I need you all to roll me a flight check. Yeah. Let's hope you're able to use it.
So do you want me to roll again?
What did you
Since
roll?
my flight check exploded.
Yeah, you can if you like.
$11.
Okay. Just everybody put your final rolls in sessioned character. All right, let's get this all in. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 15. And first up is Lysander.
Maybe.
What would you like to do?
Right, so just like what's the scene exactly again?
So you are currently in this box that Elawin made as you watched that glass creature stab in through the window, trying to come and get it to you.
And it still has that same golden orange firelight glow to it.
Um, what the hell do I do if I'm in a box?
That is a good question.
We can
You-
come up with a plan. I mean, I can tell you what I'm planning on doing with said box.
Hey guys, pro tip, talking is a free action.
I was planning on exploding the box outward. Then we can
And-
go from there.
So, what I will let you guys do for this first turn is if you would like, anybody may hold their turn to go after somebody else.
Yeah, no, like lore-wise, it doesn't even make sense for Lysander to be the first person to react right now. So
Okay.
I'll hold.
Okay. So I'll just switch you and Elawin. All right, so Elawin, you're up first.
Yeah, she's going to violently fragment this box outwards.
Okay. Roll me a brawn check with magic. So glad that nobody's watching the note sheet. Got a
Oh,
10?
no.
A 10 will do. I'm not going to tell you which stat this is. All right. So you shoot out this these walls of crystal that you've created, and you watch as it smashes every wall around you. And after the bricks and rubble lose momentum, you watch as they just stop in the air instead of falling to the ground. However, the parts going towards the creature, it seems to fragment its arms and touch each piece of glass and stone that flies towards it and stop it right where it hits. You just hear the wind chimes, loud, filling your ears. Would you like to run?
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
So it's currently. So behind us currently, is that like just the sheer face?
Yes, so we'll go cardinal directions. East and west are both further into the Griffith campus, and then north, if you were to just go straight north, you will eventually get out.
And the creature is to the south?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this for you guys. I did this for Chicago Group. I'll give you a quick rundown of how chases work. So the monster is going to start 2 places behind you. Every turn, you will get to run. And you can also do something. Running will be a flight check, and there will be a DC. Now, if you pass the DC, you will move up 1 space. If you pass the DC by any more than 5, you'll move up 2. However, on the monster's turn, it will also roll. And if you fail by any more than 5, you will lose a spot. And if the monster ever gets to the same space as you, you will have to either choose to fight back or dodge. Everybody clear? Anybody have any questions?
It's pretty clear.
Okay. Okay. So quicker rundown. There's a DC, rolling flight checks. If you hit the flight check, you move up 1 space. If you beat it by more than 5, you go up 2 spaces. If you fail it by more than 5, you go down a space. If the creature will just move 1 every turn. So, Elawin, I would like you to roll me a DC 9 flight check.
DC 9?
Yes. Let me make sure that
was
this is a
actually
reasonable
going
DC. What are all of your
I
flights?
was actually going to take off into the air.
Okay, we're actually going to do DC 7. Sorry.
I was still going to shoot into the air,
Okay.
kind of fly amidst the rubble.
Roll me a flight check. You still need to get away.
Yeah.
However, if you are flying, you will not be impeded by ground obstacles.
Had to get a +1. Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. Ouch.
So, and that one is a instant fail. So you are going to, as you fly up with your wings, you see as this creature seems to throw out its arm, and just a single shard touches your wing, and you lose control of your wing for just a second as you begin to plummet back down.
Did she sort of try to roll along the ground
Yes,
to kind of soften the blow?
you can do that pretty easily, yeah.
Well, that didn't work.
And next up is Lysander.
Lysander would probably need to make sure that the others are to like grab and push them in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Are you trying to use magic for this?
No.
Okay.
No, he's gonna tidal wave these motherfuckers away.
So, what did you say your action was? Sorry.
Should I tidal wave them?
You can. Basically, every turn you'll get to run, and then you can do something else to try and help you go forward or someone
I get to
else.
what?
So, every turn you will get to use an action and move, both of which will have a DC, but your action could be used to help an ally or yourself, could be used to hinder the creature. Up to you.
After everything that has happened to Lysander so far, he does not want to touch the creature, so... What was that? Oh, okay, yeah, so he's gonna, like, take a few steps back. He's not gonna turn away from the creature, but he's just gonna step back, and then, I guess I'll do the tidal wave. I'll push everyone away
Okay, so
towards the door.
since you're trying to hit everybody, it's going to be a little higher DC, but I'll have you roll brains with a DC of 11.
That's at least 5. I better not get less than 5 or I'm gonna kill myself.
Actually, wouldn't it be +9?
Oh, true.
For this water
So
magic.
that's another plus. Well, since it's, yeah. I didn't add my proficiency. But... Oh, wait, and it's magic as well, so.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to move everybody one space forward.
Oop. Can I reroll my magic die since I got an extra, like
Yeah.
a lucky break? Oh god, I can't count.
13 plus 8, that's 21. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yep. You send out this tidal wave, and you watch as both you and everybody else are moved forward away from this terrifying creature. And it just seems to stare at you. You watch
Now
as
we're all sluggy.
its form seems to fall a little. and then rise as it perches up like it's about to start running. And Lysander, now you may make your movement.
I guess now that I've moved everyone out of the way, I'm just gonna start heading away as well, like running away. Not
Okay.
running actually. Lysander doesn't run. He's tried it twice and fallen over.
Okay. You are moving at an adequate pace away from the creature. so
Moving
you're
at a
running, you're
reasonable
not
pace for a
dashing.
40-year-old man. Okay. What do I?
Yeah, it's just a flight check, DC of 7.
Oh, nice.
All right, you are able to continue
The first
moving.
time I've successfully run.
Lysander's got something good going for him today.
Since I failed, do I by chance get an adversity token?
Yes, you get an adversity token for that.
That sucked.
Oh yeah, and you're not out of it yet either. Rowan, you're up.
Can I? So I don't think I want to cast any spells on the glass man. I'm not sure how that will go. So could I just like? Is everyone just sort of going in the same direction so far? We're not
Yes.
splitting up, are we?
Also, I forgot
Okay.
to mention this earlier. If anybody would like, you may roll me a brains check, and if anybody gets high enough, I will tell you what happened. It's pretty high DC to notice, but maybe somebody will get
Everyone do it, or
it. Everybody can. I assume you are all paying attention to the monster that is chasing you.
absolutely.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Lysander, you can lucky break that too.
Having a big brain moment. 33?
Lysander, you would mentally catalog that when you cast that water spell at the creature, you notice its eyes shift to you.
Damn.
So wait, was its initial target Elawin before?
You don't know. Its eyes are very dealer's choice. It doesn't have like defined eyes. It's essentially just these multicolored, constantly color shifting glass panes.
So
They're
is
like
it more of a
jagged shards.
situation- Is it more of a situation of you just feel like it's watching you?
Yes. Everything about this creature, when you notice it see you, when you know it is paying attention to you, is mostly feeling. Something about it just has a presence. Anyway, Robo, it's your turn. You would not have noticed that.
Okay, awesome. Anyway, I'm thinking, could I just in the direction that we're currently heading towards, could I just compress the space so that anyone who tries to move through it will basically move faster, I guess?
I will let you roll me.
But
I will I will have you roll order for it.
Okay, could I move it far enough ahead of us so that it's clear that the glass guy won't reach it before I have time to like close it so that it doesn't also get to move faster?
You can try.
Okay, awesome.
I will tell you the
yeah,
DC will be higher for that, but
for the order or for the shutting down of it.
we're keeping it further from you.
Okay,
And I'll let you know it will also
Alright.
be exhausting if you succeed.
wait, no, I don't mean like a really long
I know.
space getting compressed. I mean like just, oh, okay. How exhausting? Like Is it
You'll
gonna be
have to
like
find
this?
out.
Oh gosh.
This is D&D,
Yeah, I'm
baby.
gonna do it.
Take the risk.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Is it just order?
Yep, just an order die.
Okay. So that's a 72. So that
A
doesn't seem good.
72?
Because minus 20?
Yep. You think you did it? You see as in front of you, like a boost pad in a video game, there are 3 circles evenly spaced from each other that seem to be constricting space down inside of them. And from what you can tell, it seems to have worked.
Okay. So I'm gonna run towards it, but since I put it further away from me, I'm not gonna be able to reach it just yet.
Yep. So just go ahead and run.
Okay. This fight?
A flight check with a DC of 7.
Oh boy. That's a 6.
And spend an adversity token to just boost
Yeah,
it
I'm
to
just gonna
7.
spend 1. I'm just gonna spend 1 and boost it to 7.
Okay. You can do that.
Okay.
How does Rowan almost fail and then succeed? What happens?
So he trips over something, but he catches himself, and it looks like he's just taking longer strides because he's just tripping in rapid succession.
Awesome. Auggie, what are you doing?
What is the current state of the critter?
Oh, you're looking at it? It looks real brains. Augie? Oh, there you are. What'd you get?
I got 4.
So with a 4, it's posed up weird. Can't tell why.
Damn.
And it seems to be locking its eyes right now on Rowan. Or you can feel its gaze shifting that way at least.
May I do a little something a little silly, a little stupid?
You may.
I'm gonna blast a small fireball at it and run.
A fireball, you said? Okay.
I love fireballs.
You can roll fight. And you can add magic to it as well. You're locking in the fireball.
Suppose so. I'm not thinking right now.
Almost.
Alright, we got. Hold on, doing math. 33.
All right. Your 33 versus its 43.
Ooh.
You watch as this fireball slams into the creature and it does not even try to dodge. And you watch as the fire seems to sputter out. And then you watch as little flames lick off the sides of each shard of glass. And it turns to you. And the wind chimes get louder.
Alrighty, that is my cue to run.
It is your cue to run. Make a DC 7 flight check. Now, my Brisbane group, we're all friends, right?
Sometimes.
The way you say that does not give me confidence.
We're all cool, right?
I'm not very reassured right now. I'm
Alec,
about to
we're
get
cool,
swatted.
right? Rowan, we're cool, right?
Why haven't you asked me yet?
Because you already said yeah. Alec, we're good, right?
Yes, but I've got the divorce papers on standby.
I need you all to know that because there were Chicago people in the VC, I had to fib a little bit so that they would not lead you on to things being different. Now, the creature in Brisbane is not the same as the creature in Chicago. It is not on the chase board. You are not running from the creature. You are running from time. It will attack whoever it damn well pleases.
I'm always running from time.
And the last person to cast a spell was Auggie. And now it is Proto E's turn.
Guys, I have a 4 grit. I'm so sorry.
You watch as this creature seems to glimmer and glisten with this flame that licks off the glass. It hits the ground with a and slithers towards Auggie as you watch all the glass roll and slam into the ground, ripping apart the turf. And Auggie, are you going to dodge or fight back?
What choice do I have? I have to fight back.
You can dodge.
Hey,
I'm letting you
my
know
play isn't that hot.
you have both options. You just have to pick.
My best option is to fight.
Okay. Then you're going to be rolling contested fight check. I will let you know that because of something you did, its roll will be higher.
Auggie basically enhanced the monster. Auggie gave it flame tongue buff.
Auggie, what are you doing to fight back? Auggie?
You give me a second. Can you read the scribe? Hold on. I'm a little freaked out. I thought I was gonna die for a second. My life flashed before my eyes. Augie's life flashed before her eyes.
So, this is Augie's situation. You watch as this creature strides towards you as the glass churns and clings and makes all these beautiful noises as it rips through the ground on its way to you. And you watch as all the glass seems to amass above you, ready to stab down into you. What do you do? How do you fight back against this?
Okay, she whips around. She can't run. One thing she do is she has her strength and her willpower. She whips around and faces this creature. Her eyes wide, her light flashing before her eyes as she throws her hand out. And the rubble in the room from the decrepit building starts to shake. This is a trick she's done time and time again. And she does it again and throws up a wall to combat and fight against the sharp spikes of the glass bearing down at her. This wall coming up between her and the glass.
All right. You throw up this rubble, and it seems to get just in the way of it. and you watch as the glass scatters around and forms around the rubble. You watch as, even though you can't physically see your magic, it looks like it is eating away at this barrier. And Elawin, we're back to you.
So, about how big would you say this thing is? Like, is it like long, or is it a majority of its body like condensed?
It seems to be pretty malleable. In fact, that seems to be the big thing about it, is that it changes.
What is its shape currently?
Currently, it is all of these shards contained against this rubble, and it is slowly prying itself away to be in its normal, like, standing up form.
Do you think Elawin could kind of make a box around the creature to try to contain it for as long as possible?
You may try. That will be a brawn check, and it will have to make a check to get out. So what did you get?
15.
15? Awesome. I will keep that in mind for later.
As she kind of throws out her crystal shards again, and it forms this cube around the creature.
Hell yeah.
And then she's going to take off into the air again, if she can feel her wing now.
All right.
So
Make your run.
Can I take off into the air again, or
Yeah.
can she still not feel her wing?
You totally can.
Ben, I am just not good at running away. Could she try to fly towards Rowan's, like, triple rings?
You can try, but I'll let you know a 3 is not going to get you there. Or actually, you got one versity token. You could spend them all to succeed this if you wanted.
Yeah, screw it, let's do it.
All right. You can succeed this check for sure. And you will continue moving forward away from the creature. Not that that matters. Lysander, you're up.
Have we observed the creature reacting to anything so far? Like, as in, like, has anything worked?
So I know that I already had you make a brains check, but I'll have you make this one with a very low DC. I just need you to roll if you want to figure out what it has and hasn't reacted to. But I'll let you have a lower DC based off your previous brains check.
Oh my god.
Oh, we are not rolling well at all.
So, even with a 7, that will still be enough. Huh. You can tell that something about the fire that Auggie used, it seemed to take into itself. The arcane crystals that Elawin has been using have seemed to be normally effective as it would a normal creature. And the rocks that Auggie ripped out of the ground seemed to be especially effective.
So the motherfucker is weak to earth magic.
Sure. You can draw your own conclusions.
If only. If only we had killer. Um.
Yeah, her crystals aren't made of rock, so they're pure magic. She makes them with her magic.
No.
Then
Yeah, I
sort
know
of
that. I guess it doesn't like rock adjacent things. It's allergic to geologists. Oh wait, it's kind of like a really fucked up version of scissors paper rock. Because this thing is made of basically fancy rocks. Domesticated rocks.
that's been superheated in a furnace and then made into
So
pretty pictures.
we're throwing rocks at glass houses. Sick. Doesn't like fire because fire is what you use to make glass. All I can do is make a fucking aquarium.
Also, I will now shift into the actual boss music. Which is no less haunting.
Have we even? Oh wait, no, I have the dot music. Water is chaos magic. Ice is order. Water is chaos.
Just like earth is order, fire is chaos.
I believe, what was it? Ice, wind, and earth are all
Ice, sound, and
order.
earth.
Wind is chaos magic.
Oh, wind is chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tornado.
All 3 of each have a counterpart. Water is chaos as opposed to ice, which is order. Earth is order as opposed to fire, which is chaos. And wind is chaos as opposed to sound, which is order.
It's just that I don't think any of the students use sound magic. Well, no.
Just one.
Right, yeah, Vivi. Vivi uses sound magic.
Just Vivi.
Vivi is the unique special being who uses the power of sound waves to absolutely dominate everybody.
Whose turn is it? Or Lysander was able to run. Or no, that was Lysander's brains check. So Lysander, would you like to run? Or you haven't even done
No,
anything
I
yet.
didn't do anything else. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
done anything.
Yeah, you can do something. And just quick reminder to everybody, as Augie showed recently, but for everyone, you are not limited to the type of magic you can normally cast. Everybody can cast anything. Obviously, some people are just better at certain things.
Can I control anything other than like can I control every aspect of my water?
You can try.
Can I control the pressure of my water?
What do you want to do?
Can I direct its center of pressure somewhere else other than down?
Yeah, certainly.
I'm gonna put this motherfucker in the pressure orb.
So what are you doing?
I'm just gonna surround it with water and then have all that water direct inwards at as high of a pressure as I can manage. Compress it.
Okay. You may roll me fight.
Oh man.
Or actually, if you're doing brains, it would, or if you're doing pressure, it would be brains. It's gonna roll grit to oppose.
Wait, so
I'm just gonna let you guys know that you haven't figured the thing out yet.
What thing?
I can't tell you,
I'm
obviously.
gonna gaslight you to tell me.
But
the rolls are so level.
you watch
I'm really
as
gonna tell
this.
us how much I get.
It gets a 26 to resist that. It's a d20 plus 26 to resist what you rolled.
Yikes.
You watch as this water, the second it touches the creature, it begins to absorb into the glass.
I thought the creature was still in Elawin's cube.
I mean, I assume Lysander was just pressurizing it.
True.
You can feel as it begins to take the water.
I got infinite water, so it's good for me, but also good for the thing, which means it's bad for me.
And you are able to draw your orb back to yourself before it starts to eat through the water.
Rude.
And you can't see it right now, so you don't know what it looks like, but next up is, or you still have to roll the run. Roll the run.
Oh.
You begin to run, and as you're running, you trip.
That's 3 out of 4 failed.
And because you failed by more than 5, or by 5 or more, you go back down. And I will tell you guys now what the current standings are. Running or flying. Auggie, Elawin, and Lysander, you all seem to be pretty on pace to get out of this campus as you guys are running towards the gate. But ahead of you is Rowan. Speaking of,
I'm still
Rowan.
wondering what
Oh, go ahead.
I said. I'm still wondering what the hell we're doing at Griffith University.
Just where you showed up.
Dang.
So, Rowan, what do you want to do?
So I don't actually know about like in character. I don't know that it's absorbing magic, do I?
Nobody's told you. In fact, you guys aren't really
Okay.
talking to each other.
The only one who's really figured anything out, I think, is Lysander.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's like only holding on to like one magic thing at a time, or if it's holding all of them at once, but I don't know that, so
You also just can't
Um,
visually see it right now. It is in a cube at the moment.
oh wait. Oh, it is? Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Elawin made a cube around it to try to contain it.
And we'll see how well that works on its turn.
It's probably not very, considering it just got stronger.
Okay, well, I'm thinking oh, one second, what was I gonna say? Right, so the triple ring thing is still up, right?
Yes.
Am I like positioned to reach it this
You
turn,
are.
or-
We're going to get to that when you make your run check.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna fail. Yeah, okay. Also, quick question. I think I misunderstood the AP rules. If you fail a roll and then you use AP to pass it, do you
You do not get
forfeit the
AP.
gaining AP? Okay,
You only get AP if you stick with the fail.
okay. Awesome. In that case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just ready like an action to like cast some sort of defensive spell if someone else gets attacked.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
Who's
100%.
the thing focused on again?
So, what I'm going to have you do for this, again, you can't see it right now.
Right.
I'm going to have you roll flight. And the way it's going to work is I will take your flight and it will be the creature's DC. It will have to roll a flight the next time it tries to attack someone, and if it fails, you can interpose.
Oh. Actually, can I just put a barrier around Auggie specifically?
Yeah, you can put a barrier around Auggie.
Yeah, I think that works
So-
better for me.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you make a grit check with magic, and whatever you get total, Auggie will get to add to her next resistance check.
Okay.
Or
What if
whoever
I
decides
want-
to. Or is it just Auggie?
Just Auggie.
Because Auggie goes next, I think. So then, can I cast two barriers at once, like double shielding, or
If you do, I'm going to make you roll a chaos die.
that's fine with me.
Okay?
Okay, so roll grit. I roll grit twice, or
Let's just resolve them one at a time.
okay. 1d20 plus 5.
This is not necromancy. So you only get what is actually on here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
which is
plus
still
5.
5, so yeah.
1d20 plus 5.
And who are you putting the other barrier on?
I was gonna put 2 on. Actually, I'll put the other one on Lysander.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first one is for
That it
Auggie.
was noticed.
You don't even know if he was noticed.
Okay. That was exploded. 1 second. 23 for Auggie, and then roll a chaos die the second time? Or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll 1d100. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that
Okay.
using my Chaos Adept thing. So -3. 1d100. minus 10, so that's a 79.
Okay.
So 1d20 plus 5 plus 1d6. That's an 18 for Lysander.
Okay. So,
So-
Lysander, if something attacks you, you will get to add 18 to it. And Augie, you will get to add. What was the first one?
23.
23.
Yeah, 23.
Auggie.
They are protected.
Now, Augie, you are up next. Oh, also Rowan, make your
I
run
didn't
roll the
do
run.
quite
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
This music isn't intense
8,
enough.
10 plus 1. Ah, oh boy. I don't think I can. I'm gonna re-roll that actually. I'm gonna go down to 1 AP, but I think it'll
You know
be
what?
better than just having a.
We're gonna use this as the boss theme because it's a little more intense.
Okay, that's a 10 in total then.
What are the surroundings? How much farther do we have left to run?
Sorry?
I was asking, what is the surroundings? How much farther do we have left to run?
A bit yet. You guys have kind of been making slow progress.
None of us are particularly gifted at running away.
Yeah.
Okay, so with a 10, you are able to run and you hit the rings that you made for yourself. And Rowan, I need you to make me an order roll.
Oh boy, okay. That is a. What is that? A 78? Wait, no, 68.
68.
So 4
With a
less than that
68,
other roll.
you walk through these rings, and even though you can feel yourself moving faster, you feel yourself beginning to come apart at the seams. But you are able to keep yourself together.
Oh.
And you come out the end horribly tired. I need you to take 3 exhaustion points.
Oh gosh, okay. 3 exhaustion points. Where do I note that?
You can just note it in session in character if you like. It's on your character sheet, but
Okay. So I can have up to 10.
yep, before you pass out.
Okay.
Quick question, since I also went through the rings, would I also have to have rolled an order die?
I didn't know you went through the rings.
That's what she was trying to do, remember?
Oh, you can still be aiming for them. You're not there yet, though.
Oh, okay.
You're still pretty far. Actually, you could get close to them on your next turn, depending on how fast you move.
Depending on how fast I move.
Mm-hmm. But, Rowan, you do look back, and you did move faster than you expected. So you did get the benefit from them, but they threatened to tear you apart at the seams.
Okay, so how close am I to the gate?
In fact, you can see a little piece of your shirt got completely ripped off, and it is about 30 feet behind you.
Oh, shit, no! I'm just gonna wave my. I'm gonna just glance back and wave like my hands like an X shape, like crossing them over each other, like vigorously, like saying, "No, don't use the rings."
You can just say that too.
Oh, I just figured because I went further ahead, I don't know.
Hey, Brisbane group,
It's
quick
green.
reminder, you have mouths.
Hey, sorry about that.
I'm using.
I swear, one of the big things holding you guys back is that you don't talk to each other.
Lysander not speaking right now is like specifics on purpose.
Yeah, I know it's an in-character thing for you specifically, but I'm talking to everybody else.
Ooh, brain dead. Give me a second.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, moving on. Auggie, it's your turn.
Cool. How fast can my 2 little feet take me?
Let's find out. Are you trying to do anything to push yourself forward, or just trying to run as fast as you can?
You know what? I will do something to push myself forward. I aim my wand towards the ground and propel myself forward with a little flame. Because I'm cool
Okay.
like that.
Roll
Orbit
me,
walker boots.
Whoa.
roll me 2 flight checks, and you can use the second one with magic.
What's a D6?
Nice. So, also, you do get up to the point where those rings are that Rowan made. Would you like to go through them?
Rowan, did Rowan ever say?
He's just making an
I
X
did.
over there with his arms.
I think
No,
Rowan did scream
I'm
out, "Don't
shaking my
use
head.
the rings."
Oh,
Rowan
okay, he
better
did.
say something.
Yeah, don't go through the rings, and I'm just gonna point to my shirt.
That we
do the
cannot, that
rings.
we definitely cannot see.
Okay, so I will assume that you do not.
Yep, I sidestep the rings. Damn it, I got a 16 by the way.
Oh no, those were individual. You passed both,
Oh,
so you got to move forward twice. Next up is Proto E, and it is going to. So now, what was your DC?
Let's see. It was 15 to break out of the queue.
It's 15. All right, it's gonna roll fight.
Probably gonna make it out of the queue.
Where's my notepad with its stats? Fight. What did you say it was? Sorry.
15. Oh,
You watch as the creature starts to rip this thing apart, but it does not seem to be able to get out. However, you can see it, and all of the shards of glass are now reflecting this murky blue color, and its eyes are fixed on Elawin.
hey Lysander, I think your water just pissed it off somehow. It's a lot different than it was before, that's for sure.
Great.
It's all murky and blue instead of, well, now there's no more fire on it, at least. Oh no, the music bot.
Oh no, the music bot.
the music bot was the true enemy all along.
You guys killed it. You killed my bot.
You forgot to set it to repeat.
Shh.
Well, your bot's trying to kill us, so I don't really feel that bad.
Well, I feel bad.
Vic forgot to set it to loop it.
Shh. Shh. All right.
Okay then. So now, now it's a question of what do I want to do to try to get away?
It is your turn.
I think Elawin's just gonna try to blast herself forward towards everybody else with wind magic.
Say again, sorry.
She's gonna try to get closer towards the exit with wind magic.
Okay. Said with wind magic?
Yes.
Okay. Nope, you said already. Roll me flight plus magic. And you can roll a second one based. Well, you can roll one flight regular and then one flight plus magic.
I get the feeling neither of this is gonna go well. Jeez. Well, at least that one went well.
So you do manage to use the wind to kind of boost you forward as you feel yourself falter for a second.
Hold on,
But
it exploded, so I can.
you feel something in the air shift. And you look behind you. And from the ground up reaches this cord of glass and it is going to slash at you. And I need you to roll grit or flight, whichever you choose, to dodge.
Well, the first one was a 15. Well, that 13 is a 15, but
No, this is.
I know. I tried to think. So either roll a flight to dodge or a grit to.
I will let you know it is going to be rolling a d6 plus 10. Normally it's a d6 plus 5, but it is currently powered up.
Yeah.
You need to beat a 12.
Which means I pretty much have to roll max.
Oh, I've been forgetting to update my counter. I've been mentally taking note, but not physically.
Oh, wait. I failed my first grit check. I will use that 1 point of AP to make it 12.
You could do that, yeah. You are able to just fly out of the way and do a little barrel roll as it slashes down at where you were. And you watch as it hits the ground and this water disperses all over the ground.
Yeah, that's her grit check, so.
Same. It would be the same either way.
Nah.
But you are able to move one forward for that turn. Lysander, you're up.
Did you say it's additional for every 5 that you get?
We're fixing the rules on the fly. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I mean, we aren't exactly running away from the monster.
This version of Kids on Brooms is so homebrewed, it's not recognizable anymore. Just roll with it.
It's no longer Kids on Brooms.
This is Kids in Hell.
Oh, jeez. You know, is that first counter like how many times we have to hit it successfully? Considering its grit is absolutely ridiculous.
So Alec, what are you gonna do? Oh, your turn.
So good to know.
I guess I'm gonna channel Kellen and throw some rocks at this motherfucker.
Why is somebody setting off fireworks outside 2 days after 9/11? What?
Oh my god.
people be crazy.
Sorry, I had to like mute my mic because somebody was literally just doing a small fireworks show outside. What in the goddamn? Anyway, sorry, what did you say you were doing, Alec? I totally got distracted. That's my bad.
Rocks.
Rocks. What rocks?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this motherfucker itself and just rock shards.
Hell yeah. Just sending them at it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Expose the tendril of glass now.
Let me look at your character sheet real quick. Roll me fight. With a magic die.
And
It is going to try to roll flight to get away. But its flight is not awesome. Oh.
are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no.
Do you have AP?
Both of I have 4.
As your DM, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but as your boyfriend, I'm going to tell you probably just take the L. It's not going to do you any bad. And then you'll get another AP.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
Both of them. I'll just whatever happens happens.
Okay, so you shoot these rock shards at it, and it just, you see as the glass falls to the ground and then reforms up as it dodges the rocks. Kind of just falling into a pile of glass on the floor before becoming a creature again. And then you may run.
So are there still pieces of it in the cube, but it also has more of it that I can use?
You can see it's like kind of like pieces of it are constantly coming out of the cube through this small hole it formed. It's like constantly reassembling itself.
So it's slow going, but it's still going.
It's going. Well, you know, Alec, you do have 5 AP. Do you want to use your AP to pass?
Huh?
Guys,
Fine.
you two are the only people who can use soundboards and they'll appear on the recording.
Not touching a soundboard.
Only people with admin can use it. So yeah, Lysander, you move forward and you look above you and Elawin is up there. You are about neck and neck with her.
I like neck and ankle if she's in the air.
That's true. And Rowan, I would like to mention, you are very close to the exit and it is your turn. And you can feel that beyond this gate is some kind of threshold.
Okay, are the barriers on Auggie and Lysander still up?
Yes.
Can I cast a third one on Elawin while maintaining the other two, or?
Yeah, totally. Now that you've cast them, they're
Okay.
there.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna stand just by the thresholds, if I can. Like, is it like a threshold in the good sense, or is it out of
You
the
don't know.
frying pan into the fire? Okay. I'm just gonna wait for the other guys to catch up maybe a bit, but like I'll stand just by the threshold so I can step out if need
Well,
be.
you still have to get there.
Yeah, if I get there.
Roll me flight.
Okay, and the barrier thing for Elawin?
This whole second arc is just me showing you guys why you shouldn't have all used flight as your dump stat.
I did not flight. That's a 10.
That'll do. Yeah, you can make it right up to the
Okay.
threshold. You
Flight's
feel
not
as you
okay.
stand at this gate that there is something beyond it, and even as you look through the gate, it's like there is a wall that you really can't see through. Everything past it is blurry.
Oh gosh. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna stand there and cast another barrier on Elawin.
Okay. Roll me
I'm really not liking this thing.
roll me grit with magic.
1d20 plus 5 plus 1d6. That's a 12. That's a 12.
Hey, anything is better than nothing.
You are able to add 12 to Elwin's next roll, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Can I just call out the Auggie? Because I saw the rubble, the earth thing that Lysander did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I just?
You also would have seen the one that Auggie did.
Yeah, can I just call out the Auggie about that rubble hand thing again?
Yeah, what do you
Like-
say?
Because that's. Oh, I don't know how to articulate it. So I'm just gonna do raise again. I'm just gonna like call out Augie's name and then just point at the like ground of the just like a grabbing thing and point at the glass because I don't know how to articulate.
All right. And Auggie, you're up next.
Do I even understand what he's trying to get across?
No. He's just like
Just
making
make-
some weird hand gestures at you. You can roll
Can she
you can roll
make a
charm to
friendship-
figure it out.
I was gonna say
I'm
make
trying to
a
roll
brains.
charm.
I was gonna say make a friendship brains roll, see if she knows it well enough.
I said charm. And Rowan, you can also make charm. And if you two get close enough to each other, you'll get it. Within I'll say
Okay,
within
so if
3.
Okay.
Don't roll high.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be Rowan.
It's
Jay Braincell.
Yeah, you can tell. You're like he's like fumbling his hands at you. You can tell he's like making a rock, like rock paper scissors, and then he makes a hand. And he does like a little hand gesture at the creature. You get the motion that he's like trying to call back to that rubble hand you did.
She understands what he's trying to get at, but at first she thinks he's trying to play rock paper scissors with her, so she like lifts her hands to go play for a second, and then quickly realizes what he's saying, and then whips back around to the creature.
Two
They're
losers.
so loserfied. They're so loserfied. Rock
Two
paper
losers
scissors
in
made
hell.
chase.
Auggie wins.
Yay!
Because Rowan just keeps doing rocks, so she just does paper.
That's so true. They're such losers. I love. Okay, she whips back around, trying not to trip on rubble in front of her, and does the same trick she's done before. Uses the rubble to create a big rubble hand.
All right, roll me fight, and the creature will roll grit. Ooh, DC is 20.
Oh, jeez. Ouch.
Sorry, it rolled really good.
Yeah, it did.
It has nearly the same crit stat that Rowan does.
Yeah. Wait, so why was it getting like a plus? Does it only get like the plus 26 when it's empowered?
Nope.
Or is it? Oh. It has bonus defense against chaos, doesn't it?
Not exactly.
Or is it just magic?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I'll tell you guys after the session. But yeah, you hit it with the rubble hand, and it just seems to like push it back, and then it just forms back around it as it passes through.
But I won rock, paper, scissors.
Not against this thing you didn't.
Shards beat rock. And now it is your time to run.
I'm running.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. It's a reference to all the
I keep
Americans
winning.
out there.
How do I keep winning these rolls? I only have a 1d8, and the DC is 7.
I mean, I'm the polar opposite. I have a 1d8 and I keep sucking. The polarization comes full circle.
I'm sorry,
Alright.
I'm taking all your rolls this
It
session.
is the creature's turn. And can everybody please remind me what you did with magic this turn?
Rock hand.
I used wind magic to boost myself.
Oh, I did fire magic to boost myself too.
Lysander, what did you do? This last turn? Lysander? What did you do with magic this last turn?
I threw rocks at it.
That's right. So we had 2 rocks, a fire, or not a fire, a wind, and protection. So it is going to go for Elawin.
Because she used chaos magic.
And
Chaos oriented magic.
it is going to try and reach up at you from the ground and like bind you. Do you want to fight back or dodge?
Could she kind of like throw her shards around herself and kind of create a bubble?
That would be fighting back. You can use grit for that.
Yes.
Yep, you can roll grit plus magic. It is going to roll fight. Total to beat is a 7. You manage to make this shell around yourself, and as you feel these shards impacting it, you then
22.
you then burst it off, and you watch as the glass shards fall back down to the ground, reforming with the creature. And you're able to keep moving.
She gives it the finger.
And you're up.
Could she grab a chunk of a building and chuck it at it? Like just tear a chunk out of a wall or something, and just throw it at it.
Yeah, totally. Roll me brawn plus magic. And then I'll roll grit for it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry that I'm rolling so good today. Oh!
Oh, yes!
That's a lucky break!
30.
Hey, you tear out a chunk of this like bell tower that you're passing. You crash it down onto the creature, and it will not be able to move on its next turn. Now, roll to keep
Now it's
moving.
After that, I'm gonna fail this.
Also, you're coming up on those rings. Do you want to use them?
No.
Okay.
Or maybe I should.
Up to you.
You know what? No, let's not. Oh, jeez.
This is all of your shit coming back to bite you.
That's 20.
With a 20, you can move 2 spaces. 100%. Yeah, totally. 100. Yep.
Oh, it's all coming around.
2 lucky breaks. That's fucking crazy. Lysander, you're up. Alexander.
Right, yeah,
Hey.
what do I even do at this point? Where's going? Where am I? Where is it?
You are probably about 10 feet in front of the creature, and it is crushed under a bunch of rock right now.
Oh, slay.
You watched Elawin basically drag a building down on top of it.
Dragon
building
Lady
wasn't being
Slay.
used for anything else.
What'd you say?
Building wasn't being used for anything else, that's fine.
Right. Definitely no people in that building, probably, maybe.
No frozen people. Totally not.
Hopefully not. Probably not.
Only been 2 days since 9/11, we're already flipping more buildings.
But in the grand scheme of things, she probably wouldn't care.
Yeah.
They are currently facing something that can kill them. That is not the first thing on her mind.
That's valid.
People that are probably already dead.
So, Lysander, what are you up to?
What is everyone else doing? Am I, like, behind?
You are in the back right now.
Awesome.
So I'll just tell you in game terms, the goal is 3 spaces away. You are 2 spaces behind everyone else. But you're coming up on the rings.
The what?
The rings that Rowan made.
That, mind you, Rowan also said not to use because his
Rowan
shirt-
used them, and from what you saw, Rowan went through them really fast. But he also said not to use them. But you're also pretty far behind.
And again, he said his reason for not to use them was because of his shirt.
I'm gonna tidal wave myself again.
Okay. Just roll. Actually, you can just do that. The DC would be so low that you would get it automatically.
Yippee!
Yippee.
So I'll let you roll 1 flight check, and then you get the other one with magic. So, and then do you want to use the rings?
What do the rings look like?
They are like these 3 rings made out of order magic that are like compressing the space between them so you can move through it quickly.
Yeah, no thanks. I also got a 1. Again.
Okay. So you still get to move 1. You just don't get to move twice. Actually, if you want, you can roll the the flight plus magic, and if you get a 17 or higher, you can move twice.
Wait, what?
So roll your flight plus your magic for the tidal wave, and if you get a 17 or higher, you can move twice.
Wanna know what my flight plus magic is? A D10 and a D6. So fuck you.
+3.
Oh, okay, fine.
Because you're using
Wait.
water magic.
Alright, yeah.
Oh wait.
Roll it again.
You did lucky break on the magic die.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Aw. You have AP.
You have 1 AP
Do I?
left.
I have 1
That would put it to 17.
Do I want to use it for this though?
Are you gonna use it for anything else though?
I will say, if you succeed this, you will be 1 step away from the goal.
Fine.
Okay. You shoot forward on this tidal wave and find yourself running almost in perfect time with Auggie, and as Elawin flies right above you guys. You are all moving quickly as you see Rowan waiting for you all at the end of this track. Rowan, it's your turn.
So with the force fields I've made around everyone else, can I like pull them forward or?
I was hoping you would say that.
I'm just worried that I'll make them trip over. But like, could I just pick them up and yank
Roll
them
order.
over here? Okay.
Or tell you what, I'll give you
Oh,
this
boy.
option. You can roll order, or you can roll order and chaos and double hand it.
Double-handed? What does that mean?
Grab with both hands.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. Actually, no, wait. I only have 1 AP. I don't want to do that. 'Cause I won't have a fallback.
You also won't
I'm
have a
just gonna do the
reroll.
order thing. Yeah. 100. I'm just gonna do it once.
We need to update my counter.
That's a 23. That's a 23.
Oh no.
Oh no.
With a 23, Auggie, Lysander, Elawin, pick your favorite number 1 to 3. Don't pick the same as someone else.
Ew.
I'm so sorry.
Mayo's 2.
I just missed.
Alec, do you want to be 1 or 3?
Huh?
You want to be 1 or 3?
Do I get to know the context of this? I wasn't listening.
Why weren't you listening? So Rowan is trying to pull you all forward, and he failed.
Oh.
He'll probably only pull one of us forward.
If even
Or he'll
that.
Or he'll maybe just steal your shield away.
So I'm gonna roll a d3. Mayo has picked 2. Do you want to be 1 or 3?
I'll be 1.
Okay. So Elawin will be 3.
No more shield for Lysander.
No. Lysander, you get pulled forward. And you start to spin as this shield starts to become a ball. You are going to take 2 points of exhaustion that will carry into the next session, but you are at the goal. As you are shaken, not stirred, by Rowan Bolt basically grabbing you and pulling you to the exit magically.
Don't do that again. Please.
I won't.
And Alec, that is what happens to
I'm
you.
so sorry. I'm so
I barely
sorry.
picked up any of that. My brain is not on.
Basically, you got shook. But you're at the goal now.
I had a seizure yesterday.
You got pokeballed.
Rowan basically like turned your shield into a hamster ball and rolled you towards the goal.
Awesome. My Lysander's really going through it.
Yes. Hell has Admittedly, not been very kind to the man.
I mean, Chris, the very first thing he sees when he gets down.
Chris in session 1, seizure in session 0, and now he got hamstered in session 3. When is Lysander going to catch a W?
You mean session 2? You said session 0.
Or I meant session 1, then session 2, then session 3.
There was also that fucked up dream he had.
Oh yeah. Lysander's catching
Literally
so
right
many
before-
L's.
right
More L's
before
than there
coming
are
up here.
sessions. I
He's
promise
really
I'll give
put in the L in Lysander.
I promise I'll
Lysander's
give
not
Lysander a
having good
W.
day. That's-
So Roman, would you stop the ball before it got to the barrier? Or would you let
Yes,
Lysander
I
roll
would.
through?
I don't know what's out there. I'm just gonna stop it now and can I just turn it
Okay.
back into a shield?
You can just drop it.
Where's
Uh,
Orion through all of this?
You don't know.
Underneath the shield.
None of you have asked where he is. None of you can see him.
Elawin's gonna try to survey where he is.
I will let you do that on your turn.
Yes, that's
Running. Can I look? Wait, I'm not muted. Since I'm not running, can I just look?
Yeah. You can roll me brains to do a little look
Okay.
around.
That's a 9.
So you don't know. You can't see him.
Okay.
You do a
so I
glance
failed the
around.
auto roll.
Orion is gone.
Okay, so I failed the auto roll and I failed that brains roll then.
Yep.
Did I fail that first auto roll with the rings then? Or
It doesn't count because it still worked. Technically.
okay. Okay. But the other failed auto roll did
Yes.
fail? Okay.
That was a failure. That was a pretty bad
Okay.
fail.
I'm so sorry.
Um,
Oh gosh.
Auggie, you're up.
That's the scene right now.
You, Lysander, and Elawin are all running right with each other, and Rowan is, Lysander's not with you
Rowan.
anymore. You and
Lysander got freaking hamster balled to the end.
Elawin are trying to make your way there. As Rowan has just stopped in the gate.
Alright.
Oh, and also, now Lysander, you can also see this, like, weird barrier shield thing that is in the gate here. Looks like a weird, blurry, semi-permeable wall.
The monster's currently buried under
Buried.
rubble.
I don't really have much to do. I'm gonna keep running.
Okay. You can just run twice. But you only need to succeed one, so...
Twice?
Yeah, you can roll again. Yeah. That's better.
Yeah.
There we go. Trips over her feet a little bit, but eventually catches herself.
Alright,
I mean,
you
it also
managed to get there as
exploded,
well.
so-
And then, just because the creature loses its turn, Elwin, would you like to roll the move?
Well, first she's gonna survey to see if she can see Orion.
Okay, roll brains.
Since she has a high ground, can I have a little bit of an advantage?
You could roll brains like I did. Yeah, you can have a +3.
Seven.
You also cannot see Orion anywhere.
That's not good. Knowing Elawin's character, she wouldn't stop until she knew that where Orion was.
What are you doing?
She's gonna look one more time.
Okay, this is going to use your action. This is not going to be free.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do the same thing.
Can she try to use magic to enhance her eyesight?
The only real way to enhance your eyesight is to get higher up, which you're already doing.
Could she make a telescope? Or a spyglass to see if she can see better?
Sure. I'll let you roll that with a magic die as well.
So 15.
With a 15, you just pass the DC, and you are able to see that on a nearby building, you see the air slightly shifting.
So can she assume that that Orion is currently invisible?
Yes. And
Well,
Orion
now
is
that she-
close, so Orion will most likely follow you.
Now that she knows that he's safe in some capacity, she has no qualms about going towards the exit.
Okay. Run.
Oh, of course.
You do not make it just yet.
No, I do not.
And so Lysander, Rowan, or Auggie, do any of you guys want to do anything, or do you want me to just skip to Elawin's next turn? Do any of you want to try to like pull Elawin in or something? Just need somebody to speak up.
Can I just what's the glassman doing right now?
Currently
Currently
unburying himself,
crawling,
probably.
crawling out of this rubble.
Okay, can I just like surround the rubble that the glassman is crawling out of with like two shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, double handing. Because if it fails, then
What
I
is
need to
what is
attack
this
it.
bubble made out of?
Just the usual force field things, just force. I'm just
Okay.
trying to keep it in.
So just like arcane force.
Like
Gotcha.
I did. Yeah, sort of like what I did in the duel with Blaine.
Okay.
Where I just trapped him and then pushed him over, except it's
That
a
would
long
essentially
bubble,
just be
so-
arcane magic. So yeah, go ahead and roll a.
Okay, so
You can make that grit, and it will have to roll
Okay.
something to break out.
okay, can I double hand that?
If you want to roll a chaos die with it, sure.
I do. Okay, so that's a wait.
You could have just
So
taken
that's
the
20
20.
for the first one. Huh?
You could have just taken the 20. But yeah, you can roll again. You already
Yeah,
locked
I'm
it
going
in.
to. I'm not taking any chances with this. I don't want to get it out. Okay, 17, do 100. 87.
Okay, yeah. It looks like it's holding.
Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna end my turn then, I guess.
Okay, so it is now the creature's turn. It is going to try to break out. It does not manage to break out this turn. All right. Elawin, you get one more chance. Run. And you all see as Orion visualizes in the gate with you all. Guys, what are we doing just standing here?
I don't know. What's out there? Do you
I don't know. Anything but this thing.
Oh gosh, what if it's less though?
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. And you
I
watch
think-
Orion just run through
wait,
it.
no. Oh gosh, we need to leave together. It could be worse.
Elawin is just gonna spear her way through the gate as well.
Okay. Are the rest of you gonna go through?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Alec,
Hi, what?
are you gonna follow the group through the gate?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Am I
Yeah,
still
with-
hanging out with Octavius?
Yeah. He's still with you.
When everybody goes through, they just see Elawin kind of like visually examining Orion for any injuries.
You are going to be visually examining something else first. As you all fall through this portal or walk through or spear through, what have you, you see that you are now in the streets of Brisbane, and it is noticeably less lit than it was on the Griffith campus. There is almost no light, enough to see maybe 15 feet in front of you, but not much else. And at the ground, probably about 2 feet up, is rolling fog that seems to stretch endlessly in all directions. And just being in it, you can feel yourself getting tired.
Elawin kind of use her wings to try to blow the fog away.
Yeah, roll brawn. You flap your wings, and there's a little circle of fogless area around you that slowly fills back in. But it doesn't seem to be hurting you. You just feel tired. Like maybe it's time for bed. In fact, you all feel really tired.
Could I try shooting a flare through the fog?
Yes. However, I need you all to make a grit check. And we are going to end the session after this check. And I will let you know that what you roll is important.
Go again. Go again.
I just need your final rolls.
This is why
and Alec-
lucky break
in-
in a row.
Alec, in case you don't have your sheet up, it's a d12 plus 2 for you.
I just didn't know.
So, I'm going to let you all know the DC was 20.
Oh, jeez.
If any of you have AP you would like to use, now is the time.
I would like to use all
I
of my
have
AP
really-
to go to.
I have
Wait,
nothing
I'm
make
gonna go
me
to
use my last
22.
against the bullshit.
So I
And-
was at
I
17.
can use
minus
it, yeah.
3.
Would
Is
Auggie
there any
have
benefit
enough?
for getting over the DC, or
I just need to know if you are using your AP.
I am?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my AP.
Do you have enough?
I have 5 and I rolled a 17, so that could bring me up to 22.
Okay.
Actually, I don't have enough. Never mind.
Have you been keeping track of all of the failures that you've been getting?
I haven't had too many failures. I'll be real with you. I'm
So-
kind of slayed this session.
I think there were...
This is what's going to happen. I'm going to narrate this, and how this session ends is going to be a secret. Rowan, this will be from Rowan's point of view. Rowan, you watch as Orion pushes through the portal, Elawin quickly spears through, and the rest of you follow. You feel this fog around you, making you tired, and even though Elawin tries to beat her wings to make it go away, it doesn't seem to work. You watch as quickly Orion falls forward, and as Elawin tries to catch him, she also topples. Auggie quickly falls to her knees and then asleep. And Lysander, even trying to push through everything he's already been through in this day, also falls asleep. And we will pick up next time.